ما يرضى لنا ويشاء. سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله. سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك. سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك. ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ربي.
يا دائم الفضل على البرية يا دائم الفضل على البرية يا باسط اليدين بالعطية يا باسط اليدين بالعطية يا صاحب المواهب السنية. صل على محمد وآله خير الورى سجية. صل على محمد وآله خير الورى سجية. واغفر لنا يا ذا العلا في هذه العشية. 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 يا دائم الفضل على البرية يا باسط اليدين.
الله أكبر ولله الحمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وما أنزلنا على قومه من بعده من جند من السماء وما كنا منزلين. إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم خامدون. يا حسرة على العباد ما يأتيهم من رسول إلا كانوا به يستهزئون ألم يروا كم أهلكنا قبلهم من القرون أنهم إليهم لا يرجعون وإن كل لما جميع لدينا محضرون وآية لهم الأرض الميتة أحييناها وأخرجنا منها حبا فمنه يأكلون وجعلنا فيها جنات من نخيل وأعناب وفجرنا فيها من العيون ليأكلوا من ثمره وما عملته أيديهم أفلا يشكرون سبحان الذي خلق الأزواج كلها مما تنبت الأرض ومن أنفسهم ومما لا يعلمون وآية لهم الليل نسلخ منه النهار فإذا هم مظلمون والشمس تجري لمستقر لها ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم والقمر قدرناه منازل حتى عاد كالعرجون القديم لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون وآية لهم أنا حملنا ذريتهم في الفلك المشحون وخلقنا لهم من مثله ما يركبون وإن نشأ نغرقهم فلا صريخ لهم ولا هم ينقذون إلا رحمة منا ومتاعا إلى حين وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم لعلكم ترحمون وما تأتيهم من آية من آيات ربهم إلا كانوا عنها معرضين وإذا قيل لهم أنفقوا مما رزقكم الله قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا أنطعم من لو يشاء الله أطعمه إن أنتم إلا في ضلال مبين ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يخصمون فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون ونفخ في الصور فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينسلون قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم جميع لدينا محضرون فاليوم لا تظلم نفس شيئا ولا تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إن أصحاب الجنة اليوم في شغل فاكهون هم وأزواجهم في ظلال على الأرائك متكئون لهم فيها فاكهة ولهم ما يدعون سلام قولا من رب رحيم وامتازوا اليوم أيها المجرمون ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم ألا تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن اعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم ولقد أضل منكم جبلا كثيرا أفلم تكونوا تعقلون هذه جهنم التي كنتم توعدون اصلوها اليوم بما كنتم تكفرون اليوم نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون ولو نشاء لطمسنا على أعينهم فاستبقوا الصراط فأنى يبصرون ولو نشاء لمسخناهم على مكانتهم فما استطاعوا مضيا ولا يرجعون ومن نعمره ننكسه في الخلق أفلا يعقلون وما علمناه الشعر وما ينبغي له إن هو إلا ذكر وقرآن مبين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين أولم يروا أنا خلقنا لهم مما عملت أيدينا أنعاما فهم لها مالكون وذللنا لهم فمنها ركوبهم ومنها يأكلون ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصافات صفا فالزاجرات زجرا فالتاليات ذكرا إن إلهكم لواحد رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما ورب المشارق إنا زينا السماء الدنيا بزينة الكواكب وحفظا من كل شيطان مارد لا يسمعون إلى الملأ الأعلى ويقذفون من كل جانب دحورا ولهم عذاب واصب إلا من خطف الخطفة فأتبعه شهاب ثاقب فاستفتهم أهم أشد خلقا أم من خلقنا إنا خلقناهم من طين لازب بل عجبت ويسخرون وإذا ذكروا لا يذكرون وإذا رأوا آية يستسخرون وقالوا إن هذا إلا سحر مبين أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أإنا لمبعوثون أو آباؤنا الأولون قل نعم وأنتم داخرون فإنما هي زجرة واحدة واحدة فإذا هم ينظرون وقالوا يا ويلنا هذا يوم الدين هذا يوم الفصل الذي كنتم به تكذبون احشروا الذين ظلموا وأزواجهم وما كانوا يعبدون من دون الله فاهدوهم إلى صراط الجحيم وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون ما لكم لا تناصرون بل هم اليوم مستسلمون وأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون قالوا إنكم كنتم تأتوننا عن اليمين قالوا بل لم تكونوا مؤمنين وما كان لنا عليكم من سلطان بل كنتم قوما طاغين فحق علينا قول ربنا إنا لذائقون فأغويناكم إنا كنا غاوين فإنهم يومئذ في العذاب مشتركون إنا كذلك نفعل بالمجرمين إنهم كانوا إذا قيل لهم لا إله إلا الله يستكبرون ويقولون أئنا لتاركو آلهتنا لشاعر مجنون بل جاء بالحق وصدق المرسلين إنكم لذائق العذاب الأليم وما تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إلا عباد الله المخلصين أولئك لهم رزق معلوم فواكه وهم مكرمون في جنات النعيم على سرر متقابلين يطاف عليهم بكأس من معين بيضاء لذة للشاربين لا فيها غول ولا هم عنها ينزفون وعندهم قاصرات الطرف عين كأنهن بيض مكنون فأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون قال يقول أئنك لمن المصدقين أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أئنا لمدينون قال هل أنتم مطلعون فاطلع فرآه في سواء الجحيم قال تالله إن كدت لتردين ولولا نعمة ربي لكنت من المحضرين أفما نحن بميتين إلا موتتنا الأولى وما نحن بمعذبين إن هذا لهو الفوز العظيم لمثل هذا فليعمل العاملون أذلك خير نزلا أم شجرة الزقوم إنا جعلناها فتنة للظالمين إنها شجرة تخرج في أصل الجحيم طلعها كأنه رؤوس الشياطين فإنهم لآكلون منها فمالئون منها البطون ثم إن لهم عليها لشوبا من حميم ثم إن مرجعهم لإلى الجحيم إنهم ألفوا آباءهم ضالين فهم على آثارهم يهرعون ولقد ضل قبلهم أكثر الأولين ولقد أرسلنا فيهم منذرين فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المنذرين إلا عباد الله المخلصين ولقد نادانا نوح فلنعم المجيبون ونجيناه وأهله من الكرب العظيم وجعلنا ذريته هم الباقين وتركنا عليه في الآخرين سلام على نوح في العالمين إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين إنه من عبادنا المؤمنين ثم أغرقنا الآخرين وإن من شيعته لإبراهيم إذ جاء ربه بقلب سليم إذ قال لأبيه وقومه ماذا تعبدون أئفكا آلهة الله تريدون فما ظنكم برب العالمين فنظر نظرة في النجوم فقال إني سقيم فتولوا عنه مدبرين فراغ إلى آلهتهم فقال ألا تأكلون ما لكم لا تنطقون فراغ عليهم ضربا باليمين فأقبلوا إليه يزفون قال أتعبدون ما تنحتون والله خلقكم وما تعملون قالوا ابنوا له بنيانا فألقوه في الجحيم فأرادوا به كيدا فجعلناهم الأسفلين وقال إني ذاهب إلى ربي سيهدين رب هب لي من الصالحين فبشرناه بغلام حليم فلما بلغ معه السعي قال يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك فانظر ماذا ترى قال يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين فلما أسلما وتله للجبين وناديناه أن يا إبراهيم قد صدقت الرؤيا إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين إن هذا لهو البلاء المبين وفديناه بذبح عظيم وتركنا عليه في الآخرين سلام على إبراهيم كذلك نجزي المحسنين إنه من عبادنا المؤمنين وبشرناه بإسحاق نبيا من الصالحين وباركنا عليه وعلى إسحاق ومن ذريتهما محسن وظالم لنفسه مبين ولقد مننا على موسى وهارون ونجيناهما وقومهما من الكرب العظيم ونصرناهم فكانوا هم الغالبين وآتيناهما الكتاب المستبين وهديناهما الصراط المستقيم وتركنا عليهما في الآخرين كلاهما من عبادنا المؤمنين وإن إلياس لمن المرسلين إذ قال لقومه ألا تتقون أتدعون بعلا وتذرون أحسن الخالقين الله ربكم ورب آبائكم الأولين فكذبوه فإنهم لمحضرون إلا عباد الله المخلصين وتركنا عليه في الآخرين سلام على الياسين إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين إنه من عبادنا المؤمنين وإن لوطا لمن المرسلين إذ نجيناه وأهله أجمعين إلا عجوزا في الغابرين ثم دمرنا الآخرين وإنكم لتمرون عليهم مصبحين وبالليل أفلا تعقلون وإن يونس لمن المرسلين إذ أبق إلى الفلك المشحون فساهم فكان من المدحضين فالتقمه الحوت وهو مليم فلولا أنه كان من المسبحين للبث في بطنه إلى يوم يبعثون فنبذناه بالعراء وهو سقيم وأنبتنا عليه شجرة من يقطين وأرسلناه إلى 100,000 أو يزيدون فآمنوا فمتعناهم إلى حين فاستفتهم ألربك البنات ولهم البنون أم خلقنا الملائكة إناثا وهم شاهدون ألا إنهم من إفكهم ليقولون ولد الله وإنهم لكاذبون أصطفى البنات على البنين ما لكم كيف تحكمون أفلا تذكرون أم لكم سلطان مبين فأتوا بكتابكم إن كنتم صادقين وجعلوا بينه وبين الجنة نسبا ولقد علمت الجنة إنهم لمحضرون سبحان الله عما يصفون إلا عباد الله المخلصين فإنكم وما تعبدون ما أنتم عليه بفاتنين إلا من هو صال الجحيم وما منا إلا له مقام معلوم وإنا لنحن الصافون وإنا لنحن المسبحون وإن كانوا ليقولون لو أن عندنا ذكرا من الأولين لكنا عباد الله المخلصين فكفروا به فسوف يعلمون ولقد سبقت كلمتنا لعبادنا المرسلين إنهم لهم المنصورون وإن جندنا لهم الغالبون فتول عنهم حتى حين وأبصرهم فسوف يبصرون أفبعذابنا يستعجلون فإذا نزل بساحتهم فساء صباح المنذرين وتول عنهم حتى حين وأبصر فسوف يبصرون سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صاد والقرآن ذي الذكر بل الذين كفروا في عزة وشقاق كم أهلكنا من قبلهم من قرن فنادوا ولا تحين مناص وعجبوا أن جاءهم منذر منهم وقال الكافرون هذا ساحر كذاب أجعل الآلهة إلها واحدا إن هذا لشيء عجاب وانطلق الملأ منهم أن امشوا واصبروا على آلهتكم إن هذا لشيء يراد ما سمعنا بهذا في الملة الآخرة إن هذا إلا اختلاق أأنزل عليه الذكر من بيننا بل هم في شك من الذكر بل لما يذوقوا عذاب أم عندهم خزائن رحمة ربك العزيز الوهاب أم لهم ملك السماوات والأرض وما بينهما فليرتقوا في الأسباب جند ما هنالك مهزوم من الأحزاب كذبت قبلهم قوم نوح وعاد وفرعون ذو الأوتاد وثمود وقوم لوط وأصحاب الأيكة أولئك الأحزاب إن كل إلا كذب الرسل فحق عقاب وما ينظر هؤلاء إلا صيحة واحدة ما لها من فواق وقالوا ربنا عجل لنا قطنا قبل يوم الحساب اصبر على ما يقولون واذكر عبدنا داود ذا الأيد إنه أواب إنا سخرنا الجبال معه يسبحن بالعشي والإشراق والطير محشورة كل له أواب وشددنا ملكه وآتيناه الحكمة وفصل الخطاب وهل أتاك نبأ الخصم إذ تسوروا المحراب إذ دخلوا على داود ففزع منهم قالوا لا تخف خصمان بغى بعضنا على بعض فاحكم بيننا بالحق ولا تشطط واهدنا إلى سواء الصراط إن هذا أخي له 99 نعجة ولي نعجة واحدة فقال أكفلنيها وعزني في الخطاب قال لقد ظلمك بسؤال نعجتك إلى نعاجه وإن كثيرا من الخلطاء ليبغي بعضهم على بعض إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وقليل ما هم وظن داود أنما فتناه فاستغفر ربه وخر راكعا وأناب فغفرنا له ذلك وإن له عندنا لزلفى وحسن مآب يا داود إنا جعلناك خليفة في الأرض فاحكم بين الناس بالحق ولا تتبع الهوى فيضلك عن سبيل الله إن الذين يضلون عن سبيل الله لهم عذاب شديد بما نسوا يوم الحساب وما خلقنا السماء والأرض وما بينهما باطلا ذلك ظن الذين كفروا فويل للذين كفروا من النار أم نجعل الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كالمفسدين في الأرض أم نجعل المتقين كالفجار كتاب أنزلناه إليك مبارك ليدبروا آياته وليتذكر أولو الألباب ووهبنا لداود سليمان نعم العبد إنه أواب إذ عرض عليه بالعشي الصافنات الجياد فقال إني أحببت حب الخير عن ذكر ربي حتى توارت بالحجاب ردوها علي فطفق مسحا بالسوق والأعناق ولقد فتنا سليمان وألقينا على كرسيه جسدا ثم أناب قال رب اغفر لي وهب لي ملكا لا ينبغي لأحد من بعدي إنك أنت الوهاب فسخرنا له الريح تجري بأمره رخاء حيث أصاب والشياطين كل بناء وغواص وآخرين مقرنين في الأصفاد هذا عطاؤنا فامنن أو أمسك بغير حساب وإن له عندنا لزلفى وحسن مآب واذكر عبدنا أيوب إذ نادى ربه أني مسني الشيطان بنصب وعذاب اركض برجلك هذا مغتسل بارد وشراب ووهبنا له أهله ومثلهم معهم رحمة منا وذكرى لأولي الألباب وخذ بيدك ضغثا فاضرب به ولا تحنث إنا وجدناه صابرا نعم العبد إنه أواب واذكر عبادنا إبراهيم وإسحاق ويعقوب أولي الأيدي والأبصار إنا أخلصناهم بخالصة ذكر الدار وإنهم عندنا لمن المصطفين الأخيار واذكر إسماعيل واليسع وذا الكفل وكل من الأخيار هذا ذكر وإن للمتقين لحسن مآب جنات عدن مفتحة لهم الأبواب متكئين فيها يدعون فيها بفاكهة كثيرة وشراب وعندهم قاصرات الطرف أتراب هذا ما توعدون ليوم الحساب إن هذا لرزقنا ما له من نفاد هذا وإن للطاغين لشر مآب جهنم يصلونها فبئس المهاد هذا فليذوقوه حميم وغساق وآخر من شكله أزواج هذا فوج مقتحم معكم لا مرحبا بهم إنهم صالوا النار قالوا بل أنتم لا مرحبا بكم أنتم قدمتموه لنا فبئس القرار قالوا ربنا من قدم لنا هذا فزده عذابا ضعفا في النار وقالوا ما لنا لا نرى رجالا كنا نعدهم من الأشرار أتخذناهم سخريا أم زاغت عنهم الأبصار إن ذلك لحق تخاصم أهل النار قل إنما أنا منذر وما من إله إلا الله الواحد القهار رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما العزيز الغفار قل هو نبأ عظيم أنتم عنه معرضون ما كان لي من علم بالملأ الأعلى إذ يختصمون إن يوحى إلي إلا أنما أنا نذير مبين إذ قال ربك للملائكة إني خالق بشرا من طين فإذا سويته ونفخت فيه من روحي فقعوا له ساجدين فسجد الملائكة كلهم أجمعون إلا إبليس استكبر وكان من الكافرين قال يا إبليس ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي أستكبرت أم كنت من العالين قال أنا خير منه خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين قال فاخرج منها فإنك رجيم وإن عليك لعنتي إلى يوم الدين قال رب فأنظرني إلى يوم يبعثون قال فإنك من المنظرين إلى يوم الوقت المعلوم قال فبعزتك لأغوينهم أجمعين إلا عبادك منهم المخلصين قال فالحق والحق أقول لأملأن جهنم منك وممن تبعك منهم أجمعين قل ما أسألكم عليه من أجر وما أنا من المتكلفين إن هو إلا ذكر للعالمين ولتعلمن نبأه بعد حين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تنزيل الكتاب من الله العزيز الحكيم إنا أنزلنا إليك الكتاب بالحق فاعبد الله مخلصا له الدين ألا لله الدين الخالص والذين اتخذوا من دونه أولياء ما نعبدهم إلا ليقربونا إلى الله زلفى إن الله يحكم بينهم فيما هم فيه يختلفون إن الله لا يهدي من هو كاذب كفار لو أراد الله أن يتخذ ولدا لاصطفى مما يخلق ما يشاء سبحانه والله الواحد القهار خلق السماوات والأرض بالحق يكور الليل على النهار ويكور النهار على الليل وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى ألا هو العزيز الغفار خلقكم من نفس واحدة ثم جعل منها زوجها وأنزل لكم من الأنعام 8 أزواج يخلقكم في بطون أمهاتكم خلقا من بعد خلق في ظلمات 3 ذلكم الله ربكم له الملك لا إله إلا هو فأنى تصرفون إن تكفروا فإن الله غني عنكم ولا يرضى لعباده الكفر وإن تشكروا يرضه لكم ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى ثم إلى ربكم مرجعكم فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون إنه عليم بذات الصدور. وإذا مس الإنسان ضر دعا ربه منيبا إليه ثم إذا خوله نعمة منه نسي ما كان يدعو إليه من قبل وجعل لله أندادا ليضل عن سبيله قل تمتع بكفرك قليلا إنك من أصحاب النار. أمن هو قانت آناء الليل ساجدا وقائما يحذر الآخرة ويرجو رحمة ربه قل هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون إنما يتذكر أولو الألباب. قل يا عبادي الذين آمنوا اتقوا ربكم للذين أحسنوا في هذه الدنيا حسنة وأرض الله واسعة إنما يوفى الصابرون أجرهم بغير حساب. قل إني أمرت أن أعبد الله مخلصا له الدين وأمرت لأن أكون أول المسلمين. قل إني أخاف إن عصيت ربي عذاب يوم عظيم. قل الله أعبد مخلصا له ديني فاعبدوا ما شئتم من دونه. قل إن الخاسرين الذين خسروا أنفسهم وأهليهم يوم القيامة ألا ذلك هو الخسران المبين. لهم من فوقهم ظلل من النار ومن تحتهم ظلل ذلك يخوف الله به عباده يا عباد فاتقون. والذين اجتنبوا الطاغوت أن يعبدوها وأنابوا إلى الله لهم البشرى فبشر عباد الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه أولئك الذين هداهم الله وأولئك هم أولو الألباب. أفمن حق عليه كلمة العذاب أفأنت تنقذ من في النار. لكن الذين اتقوا ربهم لهم غرف من فوقها غرف مبنية تجري من تحتها الأنهار وعد الله لا يخلف الله الميعاد. ألم تر أن الله أنزل من السماء ماء فسلكه ينابيع في الأرض ثم يخرج به زرعا مختلفا ألوانه ثم يهيج فتراه مصفرا ثم يجعله حطاما إن في ذلك لذكرى لأولي الألباب أفمن شرح الله صدره للإسلام فهو على نور من ربه فويل للقاسية قلوبهم من ذكر الله أولئك في ضلال مبين الله نزل أحسن الحديث كتابا متشابها مثانية تقشعر منه جلود الذين يخشون ربهم ثم تلين جلودهم وقلوبهم إلى ذكر الله ذلك هدى الله يهدي به من يشاء ومن يضلل الله فما له من هاد أفمن يتقي بوجهه سوء العذاب يوم القيامة وقيل للظالمين ذوقوا ما كنتم تكسبون كذب الذين من قبلهم فأتاهم العذاب من حيث لا يشعرون فأذاقهم الله الخزي في الحياة الدنيا ولعذاب الآخرة أكبر لو كانوا يعلمون ولقد ضربنا للناس في هذا القرآن من كل مثل لعلهم يتذكرون قرآنا عربيا غير ذي عوج لعلهم يتقون ضرب الله مثلا رجلا فيه شركاء متشاكسون ورجلا سلما لرجل هل يستويان مثلا الحمد لله بل أكثرهم لا يعلمون إنك ميت وإنهم ميتون ثم إنكم يوم القيامة عند ربكم تختصمون
علي يا عظيم يا علي يا عظيم يا غفور يا رحيم بين بسرت ذکر حیدر آیه فاما الیتیم بین بسرت ذکر حیدر آیه فاما الیتیم یتیم سفارش آخر پدر حسن حسین بچه یتیما یادتون نره حسن حسین بچه یتیما یادتون نره یاد یادتون باشه کول بار من یه شب زمین نمونه، چشم خیلی از بچه های شهر پی یه لقمه نونه. الله 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 فلیتان، الله 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 فلیتان، الله ماشاءالله ماشاءالله. یا علی یا عظیم یا غفور یا رحیم، یا علی جانم بین بسلر ذکر حیدر لا تقربوا مال الیتیم، بین بسلر ذکر حیدر لا تقربوا مال الیتیم. آهای آهای مردمی که یک عمر سیرید شده، یه بار دست یک یتیمو بگیرید شده، یه بار دست یک یتیمو بگیرید. یادتون باشه فرموده خدا یتیم برام عزیزه، ابر چشاش وقتی میباره تو فلیتان، الله
نسألك يا من هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار القهار الوهاب الرزاق الفتاح العليم القابض الباسط الخافض الرافع المعز المذل السميع البصير الحكم العدل اللطيف الخبير الحليم العظيم الغفور الشكور العلي الكبير الحفيظ المغيث الحسيب الجليل الكريم الرقيب المجيب الواسع الحكيم الودود المجيد البائس الشريف الحق الوكيل القوي المتين الولي الحميد المحسن المبدع المعيد المحيي المميت الحي القيوم الواجد الماجد الواحد الصمد القادر المقتدر المقدم المؤخر الأول الآخر الظاهر الباطن الوالي المتعالي البر التواب المنتقم العفو الرؤوف مالك الملك ذو الجلال والإكرام المقسط الجامع الغني المغني المانع الضار نافع النور الهادي البديع الباقي الوارث الرشيد الصبور الذي ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. اللهم صل أفضل الصلاة على أسعد مخلوقاتك سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه
الله أكبر الله أكبر. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن عليًّا ولي الله. أشهد أن عليًّا وأبناءه المعصومين حجج الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. حي على خير العمل. حي على خير العمل. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطاهرين.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده رب صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. تكبيرة الإحرام.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من 1000 شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده رب صل على محمد وآل محمد.
سمع
الله لمن الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر. بحول الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر.
لا إله
اللهم
إلا
صل على
الله.
محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. سبحان الله.
سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده.
سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وتقبل شفاعته وارفع درجته
بحول الله.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. سبحان الله.
سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده.
سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر يا ولي العافية.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. يا واسع المغفرة اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. يا علي يا عظيم يا غفور يا رحيم. أنت الرب العظيم الذي ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. وهذا شهر عظمته وكرمته وشرفته وفضلته على الشهور، وهو الشهر الذي فرضت صيامه علي، وهو شهر رمضان الذي أنزلت فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان، وجعلت فيه ليلة القدر وجعلتها خيرا من 1000 شهر. فيا ذا المن ولا يمن عليك، من علي بفكاك رقبتي من النار في من تمن عليه وأدخلني الجنة برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم اغسلني فيه من الذنوب وطهرني فيه من العيوب وامتحن قلبي فيه بتقوى القلوب يا مقيل عثرات المذنبين.
يا حبيب الله حبيب الله يا طبيب الله طبيب الله يا مجيب من لا مجيب له يا شفيع من لا شفيع له يا رفيق من لا رفيق له يا مغيث من لا مغيث له يا دليل ما لا دليل له يا علي زمان لا أنيس يا راحم من لا راحم له يا صاحب من لا صاحب له.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Peace and blessings be upon you. Today is the 23rd day of the month of Ramadan. Last night, mu'mineen from all around the globe stood up in prayer and worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and spent their night reflecting upon their actions and deeds and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the best in their coming years, as last night was the night of destiny. It's been mentioned that the day after the night of Qadr is equivalent in terms of the value to the night of Qadr, so to the night before it. Therefore, make sure that once you wake up in the day after the night of Qadr, make sure you make the best out of it, you make use of it in order to take this opportunity to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The dua for the 23rd day of the month of Ramadan is very beautiful. It says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma ghassilni fihi min al-dhunub. O Allah, on this day, wash away my sins, or wash off my sins. وَطَهِّرْنِي فِيهِ مِنَ الْعُيُوبِ. Purify me from all flaws. وَامْتَحِنْ قَلْبِي فِيهِ بِتَقْوَى الْقُلُوبِ. And examine my heart with the purity, with the piety of the hearts. يَا مُقِيلَ أَثَرَاتِ الْمُذْنِبِينَ. O one who overlooks the shortcomings of the sinners. When we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to wash off our sins, especially on a day after the night of Qadr, it can mean two things. Number one, it's been said that on the night of Qadr, anyone who goes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and asks for forgiveness, he'll be forgiven to the extent that as if he's experiencing a rebirth, as if he's born again, that innocent, that pure. That is the consequence of one of the benefits and advantages of worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the night of Qadr. But right after that, many of us, once we get purified and cleansed of our sins and forgiven from our sins, there's some of the sins that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, I will not forgive. We have three types of sins. Haqqullah, the right of Allah. For example, not praying, not fasting, not paying khums, not doing the ibadat and rituals. Haqqul nafs, for example, doing anything that is harming yourself intentionally. For example, I know that smoking cigarette is harmful for my lungs, but I still do it. That is haqqul nafs. I know that eating certain food or drink that is not permissible in Islam is harmful for my health, for both my physical health and my spiritual health. But I still do it because I want to do so and I want to follow my egos. And then I face the consequences of it. That is haqqun nafs, the right of myself. And the third one, which is, I would say, the most important one, is the haqqun nas, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, I will not forgive. I have given the authority to the people to forgive, and that is the right of people. If I backbite, if I steal someone's money, if I do certain things that involves other people than myself and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then that is haqqun nas. Haqqun nas will not be forgiven. If we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allahumma ghassilni fihi min al-dhunub, not only we mean that, oh Allah, forgive those sins that are belonging to your right and our right, but also wash off the haqqun nas, meaning help us and give us assistance to be able to ask forgiveness from people, to be able to make up if we have harmed them, if we have hurt them. وَطَهِّرْنِي فِيهِ مِنَ الْعُيُوبِ, and purify me from all my flaws. One of the things that we should learn from practicing the rituals of the month of Ramadan, and especially going through the experience of the nights of Qadr, the nights of destiny, is that the Holy Prophet said a very beautiful hadith. He says, مَنْ مَقَتَ نَفْسَهُ دُونَ مَقْتِ النَّاسِ آمَنَهُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَزَإِ يَوْمِ الْعَظِيمِ. If someone focuses on his own flaws and tries to fix them and change himself, rather than focusing on the flaws of the others, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will safeguard him from the sorrow of the day of judgment. Why? Because someone who focuses on his flaws and tries to change them, they will get reformed, they will get spiritually elevated. That's the person who focuses on his own uyub and flaws. Some other people, they only focus on others' actions and deeds. They never set a time aside for their own actions to reflect upon what they have done in the past. وَامْتَحِنْ قَلْبِي فِيهِ بِتَقْوَى الْقُلُوبِ. Two things. What does imtahan mean? What does examine mean? You're working in a laboratory in your schools. You keep examining a material and until you get to a good result. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala examines us in this life so that we get elevated to the level of taqwa, to the level of reaching to being God-fearing. In here, imtahan means testing, examining. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the result of the tests to be taqwa al-qulub, to be the piety of the hearts. وَامْتَهِنْ قَلْبِي فِيهِ بِتَقْوَى الْقُلُوبِ. Examine my heart to the extent that inshallah I will reach the status of having taqwa in my heart, the place for taqwa. Ya muqila atharat al-mudhnibin, O the one who overlooks the shortcomings of the sinners. برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم إني أفتتح الثناء بحمدك وأنت مسدد للصواب بمنك، وأيقنت أنك أنت أرحم الراحمين في موضع العفو والرحمة، وأشد المعاقبين في موضع النكال والنقمة، وأعظم المتجبرين في موضع الكبرياء والعظمة. اللهم أذنت لي في دعائك ومسألتك، فاسمع يا سميع مدحتي، وأجب يا رحيم دعوتي، وأغل يا غفور عثرتي. فكم يا إلهي من كربة قد فرجتها، وهموم قد كشفتها، وعثرة قد أغلتها، ورحمة قد نشرتها، وحلقة بلاء قد فككتها. الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا، ولم يكن له شريك في الملك، ولم يكن له ولي من الظلم، وكبره تكبيرا. الحمد لله بجميع محامده كلها، على جميع نعمه كلها. الحمد لله الذي لا مضاد له في ملكه، ولا منازع له في أمره. الحمد لله الذي لا شريك له في خلقه، ولا شبيه له في عظمته. الحمد لله الفاشي في الخلق أمره وحمده، الظاهر بالكرم مجده، الباسط بالجود يده، الذي لا تنقص خزائنه ولا تزيده كثرة العطاء إلا جودا وكرما. إنه هو العزيز الوهاب. اللهم إني أسألك قليلا من كثير، مع حاجة بي إليه عظيمة، وغناك عنه قديم، وهو عندي كثير، وهو عليك سهل يسير. اللهم إن عفوك عن ذنبي، وتجاوزك عن خطيئتي، وصفحك عن ظلمي، وسترك على قبيح عملي، وحلمك عن كثير جرمي، عندما كان من خطئي وعمدي أطمعني في أن أسألك ما لا أستوجبه منك، الذي رزقتني من رحمتك وأريتني من قدرتك وعرفتني من إجابتك، فصرت أدعوك آمنا وأسألك مستأنسا لا خائفا ولا وجلا، مدلا عليك فيما قصدت فيه إليك. فإن أبت عني عتبت بجهلي عليك، ولعل الذي أبطى عني هو خير لي لعلمك بعاقبة الأمور. فلم أر مولا كريما أصبر على عبد اللئيم منك علي يا رب. إنك تدعوني فأبلني عنك، وتتحبب إلي فأتبغض إليك، وتتودد إلي فلا أقبل منك، كأن لي التطول عليك. فلم يمنعك ذلك من الرحمة لي والإحسان إلي والتفضل علي بجودك وكرمك. فارحم عبدك الجاهل وجود عليهم بفضل إحسانك، إنك جواد كريم. الحمد لله مالك الملك مجري الفلك مسخر الرياح فالق الإصباح ديان الدين رب العالمين. الحمد لله على حلمه بعد علمه، والحمد لله على عفه بعد قدرته، والحمد لله على طول أناته في غضبه، وهو قادر على ما يريد. الحمد لله خالق الخلق باسط الرزق فالق الإصباح ذي الجلال والإكرام والفضل والإنعام، الذي بعد فلا يرى وقرب فشهد النجوى تبارك وتعالى. الحمد لله الذي ليس له منازع يعادله، ولا شبيه يشاكله، ولا ظهير يعاضده. قهر بعزته الأعزاء وتواضع لعظمته العظماء، فبلغ بقدرته ما يشاء. الحمد لله الذي يجيبني حين أنادي، ويستر على كل عورة وأنا أعصيه، ويعظم النعمة علي فلا أجازي. فكم من موهبة هنية قد أعطى، وعظيمة مخوفة قد كفى، وبهجة مونقة قد أرى. فأثني عليه حامدا وأذكره مسبحا. الحمد لله الذي لا يهتك حجابه ولا يغلق بابه ولا يرد سائله ولا يخيب آمله. الحمد لله الذي يؤمن الخائفين وينجي الصالحين ويرفع المستضعفين ويضع المستكبرين ويهلك ملوكا ويستخلف آخرين. والحمد لله قاصم الجبارين مبير الظالمين مدرك الهاربين نكال الظالمين صريخ المستصرخين موضع حاجات الطالبين معتمد المؤمنين. الحمد لله الذي من خشيته ترعد السماء وسكانها وترجف الأرض وعمارها وتموج البحار ومن يسبح في غمراتها. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. الحمد لله الذي يخلق ولم يخلق ويرزق ولا يرزق ويطعم ولا يطعم ويميت الأحياء ويحيي الموتى وهو حي لا يموت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير. اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وأمينك وصفيك وحبيبك وخيرتك من خلقك وحافظ سرك ومبلغ رسالاتك أفضل وأحسن وأجمل وأكمل وأزكى وأنمى وأطيب وأطهر وأسنى وأكثر ما صليت وباركت وترحمت وتحننت وسلمت على أحد من عبادك وأنبيائك ورسلك وصفتك وأهل الكرامة عليك من خلقك. اللهم وصل على علي أمير المؤمنين ووصي رسول رب العالمين عبدك ووليك وأخي رسولك وحجتك على خلقك وآيتك الكبرى والنبأ العظيم. وصل على الصديقة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين. وصل على سبطي الرحمة وإمامي الهدى الحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة. وصل على أئمة المسلمين علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف الهادي المهدي. حججك على عبادك وأمنائك في بلادك صلاة كثيرة دائما. اللهم وصل على ولي أمرك القائم المؤمل والعدل المنتظر، وحفه بملائكتك المقربين، وأيده بروح القدس يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعله الداعي إلى كتابك والقائم بدينك، استخلفه في الأرض كما استخلفت الذين من قبله. مكن له دينه الذي ارتضيته له، أبدله من بعد خوفه أمنا، يعبدك لا يشرك بك شيئا. اللهم أعزه وأعزز به، وانصره وانتصر به، وانصره نصرا عزيزا، وافتح له فتحا يسيرا، واجعل له من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. اللهم أظهر به دينك وسنة نبيك، حتى لا يستخفي بشيء من الحق مخافة أحد من الخير. اللهم إنا نرغب إليك في دولة كريمة تعز بها الإسلام وأهله، وتذل بها النفاق وأهله، وتجعلنا فيها من الدعاة إلى طاعتك والقادة إلى سبيلك، وترزقنا بها كرامة الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم ما عرفتنا من الحق فحملنا، وما غسرنا عنه فبلغنا. اللهم المم به شعثنا، واشعب به صدعنا، وارتق به فتقنا، وكثر به قلتنا، وأعزز به ذلتنا، وأغن به عائلنا، واغض به عن مغرمنا، واجبر به فقرنا، وسد به خلتنا، ويسر به عسرنا، وبيض به وجوهنا، وفك به أسرنا، وأنجح به طلبتنا، وأنجز به مواعيدنا، واستجب به دعوتنا، وأعطنا به سؤلنا، وبلغنا به من الدنيا والآخرة آمالنا، وأعطنا به فوق رغبتنا يا خير المسؤولين وأوسع المعطين. اشف به صدورنا، واذهب به غيظ قلوبنا، واهدنا به لما اختلف فيه من الحق بإذنك، إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم. وانصرنا به على عدوك وعدونا إله الحق. آمين. اللهم إنا نشكو إليك فقد نبينا صلواتك عليه وآله، وغيبة ولينا، وكثرة عدونا وقلة عددنا وشدة الفتن بنا وتظاهر الزمان علينا فصل على محمد وآله وعنا على ذلك بفتح منك تعجلون وبضر تكشفون ونصر تعزون وسلطان حق تظهرون ورحمة منك تجللنا وعافية منك تلمسنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ربي سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ربي سبحان من غمر الوجود بنوره فضلا ولا تحصى له آلاء سبحان من غمر الوجود بنوره فضلا ولا تحصى له آلاء سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله يا نعم الحسين يا نعم الطبيب يا نعم الرقيب القريب المجيب الحبيب الكفيل يا نعم القريب يا نعم المجيب يا نعم الحبيب الكفيل الوكيل المولى والنصير سبحان من يمحو الذنوب بعفوه يا رب سبحان من يمحو الذنوب بعفوه يا رب سبحان من يمحو الذنوب بعفوه ورضاه عنا ورضاه عنا ورضاه عنا منة ورجاء سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان يقضي وسوط قضائه بالحق سبحان الله سبحان من يقضي وسوط قضائه بالحق لا يعلو عليه قضاء سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان من توفيقه ونعيمه سبحان من توفيقه ونعيمه سبحان من توفيقه ونعيمه للعاملين المخلصين للعاملين المخلصين جزاء سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحانه رب رحيم عادل سبحانه رب رحيم عادل نرضى بما يرضى لنا 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 ويشاء سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ربي
يا دائم الفضل على البرية يا دائم الفضل على البرية يا ما
خواهند اگر ببخشند از مجرمی گناهی اول برا نوازم با سوز و عشق و آی دریای عفو جوشم از عشق دردمندی اوراق جرم سوزد از آسودگی اینجا گناه بخشد نگاه بخشم بیچاره من که با خورد ناورده برکان ای وای اگر برای افشای هر گناه گردن روز محشر هر عضو من گوایی الف یا الهی الف یا
Salam everyone, I hope you were all doing well. Ramadan Mubarak. I truly miss being able to break my fast in the masjid with you guys. And I just want to say thank you to those who are providing us with these everyday programs. And inshallah, hopefully, I'm praying that we see each other again on Eid.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, Ramadan Mubarak. Hopefully you guys are safe and quarantining during this pandemic. I miss you guys. Hopefully this can be over soon so we could all come back to the masjid. But other than that, Hafiz and Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak from me to you. I miss being at the masjid with my friends and family, and I hope to see everyone soon.
Everybody, hope you guys are having a good Ramadan. Stay safe, and hopefully I see you guys soon.
Salam everyone, Ramadan Shema Mubarak. I hope you guys are all doing well. Unfortunately, this year we don't spend our Ramadan in the masjid, but I'm hoping to see you guys all soon, and I wish you guys all a blessed rest of the month.
Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Shema Mubarak. Hopefully everybody's okay. I'll see you all soon. Bye.
Ramadan Mubarak. I hope everyone's fasting is going great, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful time with your family and friends. May the blessings of Allah protect you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're all having a safe and wonderful Ramadan and Ramadan Mubarak.
Hello everybody. I hope you're all having an amazing Ramadan. I'm so sad that we can't be together this year, but I hope to see you all soon, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I want to wish you a happy Ramadan, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope everyone is safe.
Ramadan Mubarak. May Allah bless us with good health, and inshallah our deeds, prayers and fast will get acceptance from Allah.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well and stay safe in Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramzan Mubarak! We wish you a blessed month from our family to yours.
May your du'as be accepted this month, inshallah.
Hi guys, Ramadan Mubarak. I really miss you guys and hope you guys are staying safe because of coronavirus.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh everyone. I hope you all are doing well and are safe. Ramadan Mubarak to you all, and may all our du'as be accepted.
Salam, hope everybody is having a great Ramadan. Unfortunately this year we couldn't be all at masjid together like always. We're all stuck at home in quarantine, but hopefully everybody is safe and healthy. And yeah, I wish I could be at masjid right now instead of at home, but it's better that we all stay home at this time anyway. And yeah, Ramadan Mubarak.
Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Kareem from the Al-Nabi family to yours. May Allah guide us and forgive us and accept all of our prayers, du'as and good deeds throughout this holy month. Inshallah, we will all be reunited as a masjid after the challenge of this coronavirus and social distancing is over. Assalamu alaikum.
Ramadan Mubarak to you and your family. I miss you guys. I miss helping around the masjid. I hope you guys are doing well, and inshallah we can see each other again. But for now, we gotta stay safe.
أخشى الندامة يوم القيامة كرما ارحمني يا الله يوم القيامة بالاستقامة كرما أرجو السلامة أرجو الكرامة كرما أخشى الندامة يوم القيامة كرما ارحمني يا
My apologies. I think we have a bit of audio difficulty. I hope now the issue is resolved. My apologies if you were not able to hear me. We start once again. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إلهنا وشفيع ذنوبنا وطبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المكرمين الهداة المهديين سيما بقية الله في السماوات والأراضين. قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن الكريم: إن في ذلك لذكرى لمن كان له قلب أو ألقى السمع وهو الشهيد. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Respected brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that your a'mal in the month of Ramadan, your fasting, your efforts, and your ibadat, especially during the nights of Qadr, are maqbool and accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And may Allah inshallah in the remainder of the month of Ramadan give us the tawfiq of earning more in a spiritual saving and grant us maghfirah and forgiveness and blessing inshallah. Tonight is a night that inshallah we will conclude our discussion on the healing through Quran. If you remember, before the nights of Qadr and before going on the subject of Imam Ali alayhi salam's life, we were talking on the subjects of healing through Quran specifically on the subject of justice and injustice, that according to Quran, those who are unjust to themselves or others or to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will not be able to receive the guidance of Quran. They will not be able to heal their heart with Quran, because of that injustice will create a veil, will create an obstacle, and it will block the light of Quran from reaching the heart. And we discussed a bit on the subject of importance of idalat and justice in our personal life and traditions on that subject. And then we also discussed the importance of knowing that the meaning of justice is to place everything in its worthy place. And for somebody to disobey God, it's an indication that they are wasting their life, that this God-given gift has to be used for perfection, for kamal, for the wayfaring in the path of refinement. That this jewel that we call soul has to be purified in order to find success. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. As Quran said, فَأَلْهَمَا فُجُورًا وَتَقْوَاهَا. The corruption and virtue are both, they are part of our existence. We have inclination toward both. But success and salvation belongs to the one who purifies himself, the one who refines himself or herself. So tonight I want to go on the subject of dhulm and injustice. And of course we talk about injustice. There is one form of injustice we're familiar with, which is the type of injustice against others. If we hurt someone, if we strip if you strip away someone's from the right, that is the type of injustice we're familiar with. And regardless of if somebody is religious or not, they get that kind of injustice. They know that if you steal from someone, if you attack someone, if you mock someone, it's wrong. Then there is no way to justify it. But in a language of Quran, there is another type of dhulm and injustice, that's injustice against self, which again we become familiar with that as well. We talked about it a bit, that when somebody, their soul is meant to be virtuous, that we have messengers of God, we have divine scriptures, we have Ahlul Bayt, we have holy books to guide us toward our potential, toward virtue. And for somebody to ignore all this and still decide to go in the path of obedience of their desires, to be a slave of their ego, that's unjust to themselves, that they are making a big mistakes against their soul. And we talked about the importance of that a bit. So we know about these two, that injustice against self, and we know about injustice against others. But the third type of injustice is injustice against God. And Quran said, إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. Indeed, polytheism, for someone to believe or associate someone with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's an act of injustice. Why? Because the only one who's worthy to be placed in a position of God is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is the God. No other beings exist in the universe that is worthy of that status. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. We only worship you, and we only seek assistance from you. So anyone who come and we make it equal with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's an injustice. That's shirk. And we want to talk about this, but let me tell you something. Maybe you will think that this subject is not relevant. You know, we could talk about so many other issues we're dealing with. We have to talk about subjects such as social reform. We have to talk about mental health. We have to talk about domestic abuse. We have to talk about people's doubt in God, atheism. We have to answer maybe shubahat and objections that people have. And I agree with you that there are relevant subjects as well, and we have scholars who are addressing those, and even in some programs we address those as well. But one thing you have to know is that as human beings we always look for something. That's fine. What I can tell you is sometimes what happens is when we are in a class, when we're reading a book, when we're listening to a lecture, when we are praying, when we are exercising, or any other activity, sometimes our minds have this nature of escaping, living in the moment and focusing on what it is at hand. If you remember, we talked about the hadith that is narrated from Imam Hassan alayhi salam, but also narrated from Imam Ali alayhi salam, that وَعْمَلْ لِدُنْيَاكَ كَأَنَّكَ تَعِيشُ أَبَدًا. When you work for your dunya, you have to work in a way as you are immortal, as this you're going to live forever. So don't slack off, don't do a bad job. In dunya, do a good job, do it right. And for akhirah, your perception and mentality should be in a way that even tomorrow, maybe I don't have a chance that I have today. Tomorrow is the last day. But one thing it is that to understand when they say work in the dunya as you live forever, is that wherever we are in a position, make sure, pay attention. You know, right now this is the subject I've prepared, or some other speaker may have a different subject in mind. So we have Q&A to inshallah address some of the questions you have. But if we talk about all the time about the subject that some people may consider important or relevant, which they are, I'm not saying that they are not relevant or they're not important. They are. But right now we have this at hand, and this is what is being delivered right now. So one choice is, okay, I'm going to go and find a subject that is it's my need. That's perfectly fine. You can look for answers for your questions. But if you're sitting and listening to any lecture, or it could be reading a book or any other activity, focus on it. When you read Quran, don't let your minds again to roam around. Focus at that moment. Why? Because if we are doing something without being present, even when you read Quran, you will not benefit from it if you're not attentive. Remember the ayah of Quran, Allah in Surah Qaf said, إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَذِكْرَى. Quran is a reminder, لِمَنْ كَانَ لَهُ قَلْبٌ, for the one who has a soul, for the one who has a heart, that their heart did not die from sins, as the hadith of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that mawtul insan bidhunub, that the death of human being through sins is much more in numbers than than the death of people through physical death. That people die, their heart dies through sins before even the time of their departure from this dunya, and their life is expired. So Quran says, if you have a heart, this Quran is a reminder. أو ألقى السمع, or you give an ear, you listen. وهو شهيد, and you're present. You listen and you're attentive, you're present. And that you listen and then you're somewhere else. So inshallah, when you listen to Quran, when you recite, focus on that. Try to learn that. And then inshallah, when you move to another task, focus on that as well. Don't let that kind of mentality that I'm doing this and I'm thinking about something else, about a second task. And once I'm at the second task, I'm thinking about the third task, not the planning. Rather that I don't even know what am I doing. It's just becoming very mechanical. It's just a habit. That's the whole point about reflection, that don't let the Quran recitation becomes a repetition. Rather just reflect and think. Let your mind indulge in the meaning of that concept. So now that we talk about justice and justice, this is a subject that if you inshallah pay attention, you find how relevant it could be to our lives. That there are underlying philosophical concept for our behavior. Remember in the Quran, Allah said that قُلْ قُلْ كُلٌّ يَعْمَلُ عَلَى شَاكِلَتِهِ. I talked about the verses from Surah Isra, the principle of Quran. Said your action is based on your character, your shakila, the way your personality and your character is formed. So you act because of that. So if you pay, inshallah, a bit attention, you'll find benefit. A minimum is that is a reminder. But once again, if you feel that you have certain doubts that you need to be answered, then look for answers. If you don't have it here, somewhere else, look for the answers. But if it's just being randomly that, oh, if I'm listening to this subject, I'm thinking about something else. Or even when I was asking for, I want that subject to be addressed. Once that topic comes up, I'm thinking about something else. That's fine to have ambition, that's fine to have ideas, but at the same time, don't let that to just become kind of the New Year's resolution, that I have ideas and I have plans, but when it comes to actually committing and doing them, how many people actually are, they have that commitment to follow through those resolutions. So on the subject of shirk, remember that the underlying a lot of issues is polytheism. And Quran in Surah Yusuf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا يُؤْمِنُ أَكْثَرٌ بِاللَّهِ إِلَّا وَهُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. That the majority of those who believe in God and they are mu'min, many of them are in shirk. They are mushrik. إِلَّا وَهُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. You'll find those mu'mineen that they have shirk. And in the tafsir of that ayah, we have that narrated from Imam Rida alayhi salam, from Ahlul Bayt, that this is not a type of polytheism and shirk in worship. Because for mu'mineen in worship, they don't have shirk. They believe in Allah, they testify, they have that testimony of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, alayhi wa alayhi. So you, in your aqeed and your belief in worship, you don't have shirk. But in obedience, that's when some believers have shirk. Means they worship God, but when it comes to obedience, they obey their desires equal to the way they obey God, or even more than they obey God, their obedience. So that could happen. And for some people, their own desires, lowly desires, could be their God. So another hadith said that this is also addressing when people in their intentions, they have agendas like people. Means when they pray, when they worship, when they do something, they do it so people give them compliments. They want acknowledgement. They pretend to be virtuous. They do riyah. That's also, riyah is known to be in one form of the concealed shirk, the hidden shirk. If you are someone, you alhamdulillah, every time you have that concern, and I want you to understand, we're not trying to make somebody to be compulsive and obsessive about it, rather than if we know that I'm trying to do everything for the sake of Allah, that I'm trying to make sure my deeds are for Allah, and I don't mind if people compliment or not. You're fine. If that's your concern, that you want it to be sincere and have ikhlas, that's fine. But if I know that, again, it's much more important to me than what people say, than what I'm doing for Allah, that I'm pretending that there is no actual reason, no belief, no faith behind what I do, is just people, then that's the disease of riyah. And we're looking for healing of Quran. What's the solution of Quran for riyah? How to deal with this kind of injustice? Because for somebody who's doing riyah, they're unjust to Allah, because He's the one who's only worthy of to be devoted. We are only devoted to Him. He's the worthy one. When we are devoted to Rasulullah, it's because of Him. أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. If we are submitted to the command of those who vested with authority, Ahlul Bayt, those who are messengers of God, Rasulullah, and God, is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to follow that chain of command. But anything beside that, I do it so people say good job. I do it so people say, oh, what a guy, what a nice guy. And I'm looking for the applause. That is very unfair to ourselves, because in the day of judgment we have the hadith that for those who did riyah, that they prayed, but in their prayers it was not just God. They did pray for God and some other person, for people, for public, for praise, compliment, acknowledgement. Allah said, I'm a generous partner. I forgave my share to the one that you shared your prayer with. Go get everything from him. That person could be anyone or public. They're not even aware of it. So we will be the one remain empty-handed. So justice is to be sincere. Shaitan is zalim, is one of the examples of unjust is shaitan. And shaitan had the jealousy with Adam alayhi salam, he disobeyed, but he said there's one type of people I cannot mess with. فَبِعِزَّتِكَ لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ إِلَّا عِبَادَكَ مِنْهُمُ الْمُخْلَصِينَ. Those who are sincere, those who are just working for you, I cannot do anything with them. I have no way to infiltrate their faith. So ikhlas and sincerity is the cure of riyah and pretending to be virtuous, then posing, then doing something in the name of God without doing it for God, or mixing the intention. And the hadith of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam give us the symptoms. So if you're looking for the symptoms of riyah, there are 3 signs for the one who's mura'i. For showing off, there are 3 symptoms. Usul Kafi, volume 2, Imam Ali alayhi salam said, ثلاث علامات للمرائي. There are 3 symptoms for somebody who's pretending to be virtuous. How I can test my iman. How I know what's the carat of my iman, how pure it is. Imam alayhi salam said that mura'i, the one who's pretending to be virtuous, showing off, is yanshitu iza ra'a an-nas. When they see people, when they're in gatherings and when they're being seen, they are joyous, they're energetic, they're active. Because people see them, they have the energy, they have the reason, motivation to do things, good things. Recite Quran, pray, give charity. But second symptom is وَيَكْسِلُ. So this it could happen to all of us, especially during the quarantine time. Just being out there, getting the whole interaction with people, it creates that sense of joy. That's fine, but there are 3 symptoms. The second symptom is that this person who's mura'i, when it comes to their religious responsibilities and dues, yaksilu idha kana wahda. When they are by themselves, they lose that motivation. They're not energetic anymore. They are lazy. They don't have the purpose to do anything anymore once they're alone. That's the issue. So I'm in masjid, I volunteer, I help. But once I'm alone, I don't even have courage to do my morning prayers. When I come in a masjid, I'm the ones offering to do mustahabbat and recommended. But once I'm home, I don't even do my wajib. I have 2 different priorities when I'm in public, when I'm at home, when I'm home. Second symptom, that is when they're alone, they lose their motivation, they become lazy. And the third, وَيُحِبُّ أَن يُحْمَدْ فِي جَمِيعِ أُمُورِهِ. The third symptom of riyah, showing off, pretending, is that the person who is suffering from this spiritual disease, they love praise in everything they do. They love to be praised. So they do it for the attention. They do it for the sake of the public. So you may ask, so we should not do anything in public? No. There are parts of our faith that we do public. But there are matters that's better to be done anonymously, secretly. Hadith of Imam Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam give us that description, that what should be done publicly, because Quran said there are those that they give sirran wa alaniya. There's those who give charity secretly and in open, in public. So Quran even talks about 2 types of charity. So Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said, فَكُلُّ مَا فَرَضَ اللَّهُ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ عَلَيْكَ فَعِلَانُهُ أَفْضَلْ مِنْ إِصْرَارِهِ. Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it an obligation on us, is a mandatory farida on us, then doing it in open, publicly, is better than doing it secretly. Allah made it wajib. Like when it comes to my wajib prayers, jama'ah prayers, Hajj is wajib, is in public. Like when it comes to zakat and khums, the wajib, you do it in public. So everybody knows that they learn how to do their wajibat, to understand that there are people who still, they care for the religious dues and responsibilities. وَكُلُّ مَا كَانَ تَطَوُّعًا فَإِصْرَارُهُ أَفْضَلْ مِنْ إِعْلَانِهِ. But everything that is considered mustahab, recommended, then concealing them, hiding them, doing them secretly, anonymously, it's better than making them open. I'm going to wake up for Salatul Layl. No need to wake up everyone in the house that I'm doing Salatul Layl. For Azan al-Subh, yes, you can do it louder a bit, and maybe even someone who's asleep can wake up the one that, your family, and they can also wake up with you. But when it comes to mustahabat, no need to put it in public. I'm going to give sadaqah. I'm going to, recite Quran. These are matters not necessarily done to be done in public. So, one good way to push ourselves to heal from the disease of Riyah, which it takes years. Muhaddith Qummi, Rahmatullah, is one of the well-known scholars. Muhaddith means the one who's one of the scholars of Hadith as well. We have that he came to city of Mashhad for a while, and some of the scholars, they insisted him to lead the Jama'ah prayer, congregation prayer, in one of the mosque around the ziyarah of Imam Rida alayhi salam, known as the Gohar Shad Mosque. They asked him to lead the prayer over there. He at the beginning he refused, but after a while we asked him that, we want, inshallah, you to lead the Jama'ah. He didn't want to deny us over and over, so he accepted eventually. And it was month of Ramadan. So in month of Ramadan, he began leading Dhuhr and Asr prayers in the Masjid of Gohar Shad Mosque in Imam Rida alayhi salam ziyarah. And after 10 days, after people heard, he was a well-known scholar, that Muhaddith Qumi is the one is leading the prayer, people start to join. And the crowd start to expand and getting bigger and bigger. But around after 10 days, one day he led the Dhuhr prayer, and then he looked at one of the scholars and said, "You lead the Asr prayer, I will not lead anymore. I cannot lead." He said, "I cannot lead anymore." And he left. And he did not come back. Till end of the year, he didn't come back to lead the Jama'ah. He didn't come back for Jama'ah, to be the Imam. I'm saying this to understand that anybody in any status, in any level, could deal with Riyah. So this scholar said, me and the rest of the students, we went to Muhaddith Qumi and asked him, what happened? Why you didn't continue the Jama'ah? Why you didn't lead the Asr prayer? And he said, what happened was, as I was leading the Dhuhr prayer, somebody called Ya Allah as a sign of waiting, because when Imam is in ruku', sometimes there's a tradition that the one who's trying to catch up and make the rak'ah, they say Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Inna Allah ma'as sabirin. They say these things so the Imam prolonged the ruku' for them to join. And he said, as I was leading the Jama'ah, I heard somebody said Ya Allah, but I've noticed that his voice is coming from such a distance that it means that there's so many lines, that he's going to join the last line there, that it means there's so many people behind me. There's a big crowd behind me. Just listening to that voice coming from distance. And that made me happy. And that was not for the sake of God. That's why I said I don't want to lead the ask prayer. Once again, it's not about if you're, alhamdulillah, doing your best to do for the sake of Allah, you're fine. But for somebody that they know that in their intention they have mixture of non-Allah, these three symptoms are the signs. So the cure for that is to do it in secret. The cure for Riyah is to do anonymous work, to fight the desire of recognition. That's why the hadith of Imam Rida alayhi salam said, Al-mustatir bil-hasana ta'adilu sab'ina hasana. For somebody that they hide their good deeds, they make it anonymous, they hide it, they don't want people to know about it, Allah will reward 70 times and compare with somebody who do the hasan in public or openly. That's why Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam is known to be the one who cared for orphans and anonymously, secretly would help them to maintain their integrity and at the same time acquire virtue through that practice of being anonymous. That the Imam alayhi salam, we have that when fuqara they ask for help, they didn't even show their face to them. From the gap of the door they offered help. Anonymity in this case is a khair and good work. And Quran says that there are people that they give charity, but they're wasting their charity. لا تبطلوا صدقاتكم بالمن والأذى كالذي ينفق ماله رئاء الناس. So don't be like those that they are falsifying, destroying their good charity, their sadaqat, but they're making it void. They make it pointless. Why? Because بالمن والأذى. Because one thing is that they remind people of the good they've done for them. They don't let it go. Once they give it, they said, oh, I was the one who helped you get married 20 years ago. I was the one who helped you to find a job. I was the one who helped you with this college to get into a good college. It's always about reminding, minnat, that I've done you favors. Don't forget that. Allah said, don't waste your good deeds, your sadaqat, with reminding people. Wal adha, with bothering them. Because now you did you helped them somehow, you offered them some kind of support. It means that they're going to tolerate you. Don't take advantage of that. Because they tolerate you and you help them, don't bother them. And they said, you will be like, so it said, if you do these two things, if you remind them of your goodness and kindness, and then you are at the same time bothering them and hurting them because of their tolerating you and because of your kindness, you will be like the one that they give charity for people to see. And then Quran give a parable, an example of this is like a rock that is covered in dust. A heavy rain hits it and there is nothing left on the rock anymore. That your good deeds is gone. That when you do it for people to see and not for Allah, it's in vain. So we need to cure it, inshallah, number one, with being anonymous, do anonymous work. In our community, I know we do a lot of work and maybe somebody else get the recognition. Think we will mention the list of the people that they help. Maybe our name is not mentioned. Don't get upset. Allah knows. Allah knows. Allah will not forget. Even if people don't know. And be happy that, okay, alhamdulillah, nobody knows that I was the one doing it. So at least according to the hadith of Imam, I get 70 times more the reward because it was in secret. Secondly is that the reason people do riyah is because they're looking for instant gratification. They want to be appreciated right away. Allah said, if you are giving infaq, we will offer you Man ja'a bil hasanati falahu ashra amthaliha. If you bring a good deed, you deliver a good deed, we'll reward you 10 times more. But this reward, some of them is in akhirah, some of them is in dunya, but is not right away. It's not like that. If you give a charity right away, people, especially if you do it in secrecy, it's not that everybody knows. Imam Ali used to do charity, and the same people who helped him, some of them didn't even know who Imam Ali was, and they were cursing him. But Imam knows that even if the person doesn't know who is the one helping them, Allah knows. And Quran said that they're not doing it for thank you or gratitude or payback. So the reason sometimes riyah happen because we're impatient. That we want right away, we want the recognition, we want everybody to look at us and see us. That's instant gratification. We want to be appreciated right away. But one thing we have to know that sometimes delayed gratification is better than the instant one. What's the worth of that recognition? You're popular today. Everybody look at you. Everybody say, MashaAllah, very good, Ahsan. But that's something temporary. It's not going to last forever. But if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ, He's the one who gives you the good job. The minimum He offers, the generosity of Him, is salvation in heaven. رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُمْ وَرَضُوا عَنْهُ. If you are someone that Allah is pleased with because of your action, you will be pleased. Don't worry. Allah guaranteed that. وَرَضُوا عَنْهُ. You will be happy. You will be fulfilled, satisfied. So we have to know that sometimes patience is connected even when it comes to riyah. That those who are impatient, they fall into the trap of riyah. That they show off in order to get the attention because that's quick. But when you do it for Allah, over time you'll see the benefit. Over time you see the barakah in dunya and akhirah. There is a study known as a Stanford marshmallow experiment study. It was done in 1972 by Walter Mischel. And in this study, what they've done is that they brought these children, and it was about delayed gratification and instant gratification. And they asked these children with an instructor of this participant, of this experiment, they said, okay, you can have this marshmallow right now, or I will leave the room and I will come back in 15 minutes. And if you still did not eat the marshmallow, we'll offer you an additional marshmallow or pretzel. We reward you for waiting, for patience. So what they've done, and of course some of the children, they took that one marshmallow and they enjoyed it. Instant gratification, they want the marshmallow and the taste of it. And some of them, they waited. And what they've done, years later, they look at the performance of these children. There are other factors. This was not that is not just a prediction of how someone will be, but it shows how much those children that they learned delayed gratification, it could affect their lives. So those that in this study, they waited, basically they went with the delayed gratification option.
Gratification means pleasure.
What happened was they've done this years later. They followed up, and they saw many of those that they waited in their SAT scores, they were doing better. So academically, they were doing better. They had less troubles with the law. They had less issues and troubles with the drug abuse, alcohol abuse. So there are other factors, of course. It matters what kind of family they grew up in, divorce, poverty, other issues was involved, how somebody will turn out to be. There are other nurtures factors involved. But one thing for sure is that those who learn from the early ages the importance of delayed gratification. We don't need to do riyah. You end up learning that those who are inshallah virtuous and have taqwa, they know the benefit of fasting is not to suppose I'm going to fast today and I get what I want right away. It's rather you'll learn the ability of self-restraint, self-control, piety, virtue. controlling your lowly desires, loss, anger. These are things that you achieve over time. You exercise them. That will inshallah benefit for dunya and akhirah. And I give you one thing, how to do that, how to teach ourselves, even our children, delayed gratification is gardening, farming. That's why we see prophets of God, many of them were farmers. Dealing with nature is that when you plant a seed, you don't expect to go and dig it a few hours later and see a tree. It teaches you that, okay, I'm going to plant a seed and there's going to be a bit of delay, but I'll see the result. So it's a good idea to create, this kind of hobbies for ourselves, rather than just getting everything an instant gratification, hitting buttons, and finding what we want. May Allah inshallah give us the tawfiq of being just with ourselves, being just with others, with the rest of the creation, and inshallah to be just with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and only do our intention and make our intention sincere for Him, because He's the one worthy of our worship, worthy of our devotion, and He's the one capable of returning our efforts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that tawfiq, inshallah. Let me answer some of the questions that we have. I know we have some questions from the last time. From tomorrow night, inshallah, if everything goes well, we will have Hujjatul Islam Sayyid Hadi Yassin speaking. And tonight, inshallah, will be the night that we wrap up our discussion on the healing through Quran. Their continuation, inshallah, after Ramadan, through our programs, we will continue this discussion, inshallah, for the community. So, the first question that was from a while ago was regarding hijamat, which is a practice of, I think it's called cupping. There's some kind of, if I'm not mistaken, once again, it's a type of cupping that it's has the basically they say that based on the nature of the people, there are different type of nature, and there's some cold and hot nature, and based on that, there's some type of hijamat. In some traditions, we have that it is recommended to do hijamat. So I want to answer that first. That is hijamat suggested in Islam? Yes, there are some traditions about it. Does it have benefits to our body? According to those traditions, yes, it does. Can you name a few, please? Also, can one so is during Ramadan or not? According to, I answered that part, that doing it during Ramadan is makruh, because bleeding or donating blood in general is causing the weakness, and so it's not recommended. It's makruh to do it in Ramadan. But what some benefit are being mentioned, it says that it benefits people, that they have, it prolongs life, and the traditions have been mentioned. But there's also there are claims that it helps with migraine, with some blood pressure and all that, but I'll leave that to the experts. But there are traditions on the subject of hijamat. Yes, there are a hadith about it that we have from the Khisal of Shaykh al-Saduq. There are some books about it and some other ahadith book. Okay. The second question is, when you read the Quran in this month, one thing strike us is there is a disproportionate mention of Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Why so much emphasis on him and the followers of Musa alayhi salam? There is actually an ayah in Surah Tawbah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we tell you the story and the tale of Bani Israel and Musa alayhi salam, so you don't treat your messenger the way they treated their messenger. So is ibrah, not only a story of Musa, as all the other prophets of God, but in his story there are so many lessons to be learned that are practical and relevant to our time as well is something that we can see the importance of why the name of the Musa alayhi salam is mentioned. For example, one thing for sure we can see in Quran is there's a story about his childhood and the miracle of his childhood, and then there is the part that he is young, and then there's a part that he saves Bani Israel. There are different stages of his life which are important for our guidance, and he is again one of the ulul azm prophets. He's one of the great messengers of God, with book, with the scripture. So his name, the same way we have also entire chapter on Al Imran, Maryam, Salamullah alayha. There are chapters on Isa alayhi salam. He's ulul azm prophet, and also Surah Ibrahim and the stories of Ibrahim. But again, yes, you're right. Is the name of Musa alayhi salam is mentioned more than any other prophet. But it goes that we learn ibrah. Quran said, "Inna fi dhalika la ibratan." There are lessons to be learned from these stories. It's not to just say that in any way is special, rather than there are mistakes done, that history repeats itself, and people, including Muslim, they could follow of making the same mistakes, and they did. In some cases they did. So it was the warning of Allah, it was the stories that Allah wanted us to learn lessons from them and avoid repeating the same mistakes. So in Dua Iftitah, we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to support Imam Mahdi alayhi salam with Holy Spirit. They said, is that Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, or is that someone else? So according to, that's also mentioned that there's an opinion among the who's Ruh al-Qudus, but one common is in our tafasir that Jibra'il is the one. Jibra'il is known as Ruh al-Qudus. تنزل الملائكة والروح. So in is one of the probabilities that's been given. So but it's not a human being in this case. No, it's not necessarily about him. So that's also about the question what was in Iftitah. So yes, in Quran the word Ruh al-Qudus is being used 3 times for Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. وَآتَيْنَا عِيسَى ابْنَ مَرْيَمَ الْبَيِّنَاتِ وَأَيَّدْنَاهُ بِرُوحِ الْقُدُسِ. So when it comes to Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we supported him with Ruh al-Qudus. So this ta'yeed, this confirmation was done by Ruh al-Qudus to Isa alayhi salam. So it is not the same as Isa alayhi salam. Okay. The next question is, if praying and doing du'as during the nights of Qadr makes Allah forgive all of our sins, is it also works for haqqun nas, of people we don't have access to them? No, it's not. Even if people who you don't have access to them, if they have a right on you, is you have to first of all make sure to try to find them, or if they're not in this dunya, their families. If that's not possible and you have no access to them, it means that it was just inconvenient, not for inconvenient purpose you did not find them, but rather you tried and you didn't find. Then you give it in charity, whatever is that right that they have on you, you give it in charity. Let's say if that is financial right they have on you, so you get radd madhalim. So you dispose whatever haram or haqqun nas it is that it is you are owning or possessing. So you give it to charity on their behalf. So that's one thing. But if it's the haqqun nas is a type of that's not financial, let's say you did ghiba of them, you said something that broke their heart, it was not financial, and let's say they're not in this dunya or you have no access to them and you didn't find them, then what you do is you pray for them, you give charity on their behalf, you do something good on their behalf. So in the Day of Judgment you say, that's the way I covered my mistake, and I try to make up for the wrong that I've done. So that is the way that you can see the haqqun nas, people to be fulfilled. Number one is through making sure, if it's financial, to be paid or to give charity on their behalf. If it's non-financial, then do dua for them, recite Quran on their behalf, give charity on their behalf, do good things on their behalf, so inshallah they will be pleased with you. Okay, the question here I already answered. It said, is halal water permeable nail polish okay to wear during wudu, or does it invalidate your wudu? According to many marajah, that kind of nail polish that they say is water permeable is not actually what, it's not going to let the water reach it. They explain it to them, and according to marajah, it's not sufficient for wudu. It's considered an obstacle. You have to remove it before performing wudu. So it does invalidate your wudu if it's considered a form of blockage on your nail. So what if you don't know your intentions? I often struggle with understanding my intentions for good deeds. Your intention is, if you do good deeds, as I said, not for the sake of praise and attention. If you do it for a higher purpose, is to be righteous, to be virtuous, and you do it for the sake of getting closer to Allah, to get stronger spiritually. That's what it is. As long as you do it for that purpose, that's what it means. It's not to say something special, and it's not to... and by the way, brothers who are monitoring the question, I answered the question regarding Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. They asked me, it was I think before Ramadan or at the beginning of Ramadan. I answered that already. So your intention, you don't need to do something special. It's just you knowing it. You're not doing it, as I said, for the sake of recognition or popularity and all that, because there are intentions that they are not going to last long. You want to do it for the sake of Allah, so you connect yourself with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You do it for someone who's capable of rewarding you, and that's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you be worse than shaitan? That's the Quran says shaitan has brothers. Ikhwan al-shayateen. Shaitan has soldiers. Shaitan have a party. Hizb al-shaitan. Awliya al-shaitan. Ikhwan al-shayateen. So there are a lot of connection you can have to shaitan. You could be equal to him. You can be his buddy. You cannot be on his side. You can join his party. And to be worse, yeah, we have in some tradition the one who is not praying, the one who turned away from God is worse than shaitan. We have in some tradition. They ask, what is the difference between astaghfirullah wa atubu ilay, astaghfirullah rabbi wa atubu ilay? Both is correct. Both of them are zikr. The only difference is the word Rabb is the part that we it's the Lord part. It's translated as Lord, the one who's caregiver, the one who's provider. So when you say astaghfirullah wa atubu ilay, you are asking Allah with his authority to forgive you, and that you are returning and you're repenting to him. To say Rabbi, you're adding that additional layer of connection with Allah, that Ya Allah, you are the one that you have the authority, you are the one that you have the control and charge, and also you're the one who's protecting me, that everything I have, you provided for me. You are my caregiver. So it's an additional name. As you can say so many other things, like when you say Sadaqallahu al-Azim at the end of recitation of Quran, Sadaqallahu al-Ali al-Azim. The word Ali that we add over there is one of the names of Allah. Sadaqallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the truth. Al-Ali, he is the most high. Al-Azim, he is the greatest. So to not say it is that to remove one of the names of Allah. But sometimes again in the night of Qadr, some of the amal is that to do it in that way, for example after the prayer, and then you do it the other way. Maybe this alteration between different forms, it keeps us sharp. I don't know, there's some benefit in saying it in different form. That's why in Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sometimes it gives them the same message in multiple ways, in different structures. It's still same message, but maybe to bring us and to wake us up, and to maybe that change of tone and change of structure will avoid somebody falling into repetition and maybe becoming losing their attention. Said, my heart tells me to avoid praying Jama'at with my family most times because I feel insincere, but now my family complains they are losing Jama'at. Thawab, please advise. I mentioned the hadith of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, that the wajib is better to be done. Remember, it's better done to be openly. That's the way. So Jama'at prayers, no, don't stop it. The only way you know that, God forbid, you have riyad, then you should not lead, is that, God forbid, you do with jama'ah, you lead the jama'ah, and then when you're alone, you don't do your prayer. Then you're not qualified to lead jama'ah. But if you do your prayers by yourself whenever there's no jama'ah, and you still you're, consistent with your salat, and then when it's jama'ah, you do jama'ah, inshallah, you have the intention, and don't let these kind of unnecessary doubts stop you from benefiting from the Jama'ah prayer. That's good. That you telling me that you think you're not qualified and you're not sincere enough, that means inshallah you have sincerity. That's because a mu'min is never they're not sure of themselves. They never say, oh, I'm the most qualified. Even the scholars and mujtahideen, when they give us an answer, they say Allahu a'lam, Allah is the most knowledgeable. That still they don't claim that they have that absolute certainty about everything. Even they do everything necessary, but at the end, that certainty sometimes leads to arrogance. So you telling me this question, that your heart is telling you because of riyah, that you have that concern about being insincere, that's inshallah enough for you to lead the jama'ah. But if again, somebody, they just do it in jama'ah and they lead the jama'ah, once they're alone, they don't do their salat, they shouldn't lead the jama'ah. They have to inshallah fix first their prayers and their continuity and consistency. Okay, let's inshallah finish the last two. I'm trying to wrap up. I know we are over time tonight, and I didn't even speak in Farsi. Inshallah, Farsi speakers, I promise, will go back to the old habits soon, after Ramadan, inshallah. But does being insincere, compromising, being adil, so you cannot lead prayer anyways? This question of sincerity in the face of family's desire to pray together is hard. As I said, that insincerity is when somebody is considering themselves to be overqualified. Oh, I'm good. I am sincere. But for somebody that you're asking this question, that, oh, I have this concern, that compromising, being adil, no, it doesn't. Because that khawf, that fear that maybe I'm not sincere, that is an indication that inshallah for me to do it for Allah is a matter. But for someone who's mura'i, for the one who's showing off and pretending, they will never ask this question. They know why they're doing it. They don't care what, if it's sincere or not. They just want the attention. So for the one who's asking me that, if I cannot lead the prayer or not, and is it sincere or not, no, it doesn't undermine your idalat. It only does if I said, for example, that you have the exact symptoms of riyah. That's once you are alone, you don't do your prayers. Once you are in jama'ah, you do your prayer. That means, yes, it does affect your idalat. You cannot pray. You cannot lead prayer. Sorry, you should pray, but you cannot lead prayer if that's the way. But if I'm alone, I do it for Allah when I'm alone. But in jama'ah, I do in jama'ah. Then inshallah, there is sincerity that I'm doing my prayers for Allah. That I do it in khalwa, I do it in private, and I do it in public in jama'ah. That's fine. Don't let that become an excuse to abandon jama'ah, because sometimes thinking that I want to be sincere, that itself could lead to riyah. Oh, I don't go to jama'ah. Why? That I don't want to show off. And that itself is a show off, that I'm too sincere that I don't even go to jama'ah. So it's an ironic situation. So don't let that be the case. Lead the have your jama'ah, inshallah. If you commit a great sin, then that person's idalat will be in jeopardy. If you move out of parents' home and begin to live on your own, do you technically have two homes in regards of to fasting and prayers, or fast, prayer, broken qasr? It's up to you. If you did not plan to never go back to your parents' house, means that maybe one day you go, let's say I'm in a university for a couple of years and maybe after that I come back, or there's a possibility for me to even move back to this town that I grew up in, then you could have two homes. It goes back to your intention that you consider your parents' home or city to be your watan, is you consider to be your first hometown. If that's the case, yes, you have two. But if you said no, this is my new town, and it's all about your intention, is what you consider, then you will have only the second one. Let's say people who migrated from one state years ago and they said, okay, we're not going to go back to that state again. We're here now. We have no plan. So whenever they go back to that previous state, their prayer is going to be qasr, and the rule applies. They're a traveler there. But if they say, oh, I moved here in California for a job, and I don't know, maybe a couple of years later I moved back, and there's again, if that parents live there, it could be more than one watan. Okay? And last question. Said, in regards to prayer, if someone is praying jama'at or congregation, what if you feel the person leading is not a person of good character, purity, and you live with this person? It goes back to, I think, first of all, what do you, the word that you use is feel. So the word feeling is not enough to qualify someone, or at the same time unqualify them. It's about the importance of observation. So if somebody commit a great sin, gunah, ma'asiyat of kabira, then if you see it, not that you heard about it or anything, you see it or you observe it, then that person is not adil only for you. You can't just go around and do ghiba and gossip about it. For you, that person is not just, and you cannot follow them in jama'ah. But Joe, I don't feel him. I don't feel the way the way they talk is not nice to me, or the way they smile, or there are a lot of titles people give. Oh, that guy's weird, or that guy's this. These words, if they have no evidence to support it, it will not unqualify someone. But you have the right. It's up to you if you want to follow someone in jama'ah or not. Nobody, is not an obligation for you to follow someone in prayer. But if you are going somewhere, that let's say you go to mosque, so at least if you don't want to follow that person in jama'ah, don't be the one just standing in the middle doing your own prayer that brings everyone's attention to you. That itself is another issue. So don't, you can join later, you don't join the jama'ah, it's up to you. You have that right. But remember, it's not about that imam has to be the leader of the prayer. It's not infallibility. Even if they could, maybe years later they made some mistake and they repented and all that. But is that if you see someone that is insisting and they are committing a sin that you didn't spy on or you didn't investigate, it was a sin that happened in public or openly, then that person will not be qualified. So the word feeling, I don't feel it, that's not enough to unqualify someone. Okay, thank you so much. Alhamdulillah, we were able to address all those questions to the best of my ability. If you have more follow-up questions, maybe inshallah you can leave it for another time. Remember, inshallah, on Friday we will have, so for the next few nights we will have a guest speaker until Thursday, and on Friday we will have, inshallah, I'll be back on Friday night, and we'll have a short speech and answering some questions. So you can, if you have follow-up question with the questions, you can ask then, or you can ask from the guest scholar. And also on Saturday we will conclude our programming on Saturday night. You'll know more details about that as the coming nights, inshallah. But for the next few nights, from tomorrow night until Thursday night, we will have a guest speaker. Hujjat Islam al-Muslimin, Sayyid Hadi Yassin, will be speaking live for all of us, inshallah. Keep us in your du'as. Thank you so much for staying a bit later than usual. because it was my final night, I wanted to make sure that we addressed and answered all the questions. And keep us in your du'as, inshallah. Thank you so much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
إلهي عظم البلاء وبرح الخفاء وانكشف الغطاء وانقطع الرجاء أضاقت الأرض ومنعت السماء وأنت المستعان وإليك المشتكى وعليك المعول في الشدة والرخاء اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أولي الأمر الذين فرضت علينا طاعتهم وعرفتنا بذلك منزلتهم ففرج عنا بحقه فرجا عاجلا قريبا كلمح البصر أو هو أقرب يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد اكفياني فإنكما كافيان وانصراني فإنكما ناصران يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان الغوث 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 أدركني 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 الساعة 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 العجب 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 يا أرحم الراحمين بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين